Naaman was a great man, it says. He was a great man. He was a general, a recognized general. And because of him, the Israelites could not prevail over the Syrians. Because he knows very well about war, about defense, about protections, about making forward move. It says this, now Naaman, commander of the army of the king of Syria, was a great and honorable man. A great and honorable man. For someone to be given the title great and honorable is not easy. I don't think we can say he is or she is an honorable person unless we know the detail of his or her life. We can say, oh, she is beautiful, because we can see the outward appearance, the outward beauty. We can say, he is handsome, smart, intelligent, but we might just end there. We may not even say, she is great, or sometimes we can say, out of excitement. We can say, he is great, great in building good relationship, great in doing things that we can ascribe to people that we know well, and even to people that we see even for a short span of time. But we will hesitate to say he is an honorable person, man, an honorable woman. That's why sometimes when I speak in front of the dignitaries, I refrain myself from saying honorable blah blah blah. Because I don't know the lifestyle of the person. And to call someone honorable is of a very high degree. But I use the word respect. Respected sir, respected governor, respected chief minister, respected blah 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 blah. And one time someone corrected me saying, you have to use the word honorable to the governor. So after that, I never attend any function of the governor anymore. Because I cannot call someone honorable unless I know dinner invitation, Independence Day invitation, blah, 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 swearing invitation. I will just give a lame excuse and say, I cannot come. Don't put my name. Because if I go, it will go against my principle. And I cannot call someone honorable unless I know him or her very well. Naaman was an honorable man. The king acknowledged them. He was sincere, honest, dedicated, committed, good in everything, that finally the king himself can say that he is honored. He deserves it. It says, in the eyes of his master, because of him God had given victory to Syria. He was also a mighty man of valor. Very good explanation. Right? Mighty man. Powerful man. He knows all the strategies of the general. But the word but. We all have but. Tonight I want to briefly talk about the but in our life. B-U-T, but. After all the descriptions, there was a but in the life of man. You know, there are some people who always like to butt into our conversation, right? We say something good, we say something express, but the person will say, but he, she is like that, like that, like that. But. And we also say something good about some person, but we don't want to stop there. We continue the sentence by putting but, and that becomes very unfortunate. Mighty man, honorable, respected, sincere, honest, but he was a lame. You know his situation. He was carrying a but in his life, but he did not give up. He did not give up. He was doing all he could with his but. We have so many buts. I have so many buts. The little girl, you know, this little girl played an important role, the maidservant of Naaman's wife. And I was wondering, you know, the whole story started with this unnamed girl. And I asked myself, it started with her, and how come the writer of the Bible took the pain to put her name? The little girl saw the greatness of the master. That the master was great, honest, a good husband, a professional man, but she observed the but of the master. So he came and said to Naaman's wife, if only my master, if only my master were with the prophet who is in Samaria, for he would heal him of his leprosy. He would heal him of his leprosy. If only my master would humble himself and go down to Samaria and meet the man of God, he will be healed. Naaman also wanted to get rid of his past. So he listened to the little girl's voice through the wife. The wife reported everything to him. This little girl, my maidservant, who takes care of me, said, if you only go down, if you are willing to go down and meet the prophet, you will be healed. So Naaman agreed. He went and took permission from the king. The king was also very pleased that his general would find healing. The king even provided all the protocols and said, I will send you this, I will send you this. I will write an official letter. So with all those he met, with all the preparations, with all his soldiers, bodyguards, he went to meet the prophet, the man of God. Naaman, a great man in his own country. He also expected certain respect. He went there. But the prophet did not even come out to see him. He did not even come out to see him. He just listened, received the gift, read the letter, and then just sent the message through his servant, attendant, saying, tell him to go to the river and dip himself 7 times. Dip himself 7 times. Naaman at first could not accept. He was offended. He was offended. He expected some respect. Because he came as a representative of another country. He thought that the prophet would come and lay his hand over him, touch his wounds, and pray over him. But it was just a message. Go down to the river and dip 7 times in the Jordan. In Jordan. Naaman got furious, it says. He wanted to get rid of his butt, but he refused to listen to the word that came to him. He said, up there in the north, our rivers are better. Our waters are better, more fresh. In fact, all the dirty water comes down to River Jordan. There we have fresh river water. If healing could take place by dipping myself 7 times, I would prefer to dip myself in my own river, clean river. So he was going. But one of his servants said to him, hey, why don't you just listen? We have come a long way. We have come a long way. Why don't you take some moment to listen to the advice of the man of God? And whether it works or not, go down to River Jordan, dip yourself 7 times, take bath there, and then let us go back. Let us journey back to Syria. Naaman had a second thought. Okay, if it is done, let me just go down, have a bath, dip myself 7 times, and then we'll just go. But maybe deep down in his heart, he was not humble enough. He was honorable. He was respectable. He was sincere. He was honest. But he was not humble. He did not want to humble himself. Maybe because of his position. But deep down in his heart, he wanted healing. He wanted healing. And that forced him to go down. Dipped inside the river 7 times. 1 came out, check, nothing happened. Same. 2nd, same. 3rd, same. I guess he wanted to give up when it reached 5 and 6. Nothing is happening. No action. So let me just give up. যাই যাব কি 7 বাৰটো আৰু কি কৰিব কৰিব গ'লে তো ফাৰ্স্ট টাইম তো হ'লে আধা হাফটো খতম হ'ব লাগে পাৰিব গ'লে তো এতিয়া 2টা হাতটো সাফা হৈ কিনে থাকিব লাগে 6 বাৰ যাইছে কুবি হোৱা নাই 7 বাৰটো কি যায় থাকিব বাট আহিছে for the last time, 7 times. Went in, came out, everything changed. Everything changed. Bacha laga nishina chamara ho jaye se bache. Chamara to bacha nishina. Everything changed. You may be honorable. You may have everything that you need. You may be committed, dedicated, but if you are not humble enough, you are not going far. You are not going far. If you don't humble yourself to God, if you don't listen, the first message yesterday that I preached was to listen to the still small voice. If you don't listen to what the Holy Spirit, the nameless man, person talking to, like the little girl whose name was not mentioned, talking to, speaking to you, the Spirit of God ministering to you, you are not going to go far. So what is your path, my brothers and sisters? What is your path? What is your path today? What is your part in your ministry? What is your part in your personal life? Can we surrender ourselves, humble ourselves, and say, Lord, I give my part to you. I humble myself to you. Take away the part in my life. Take away the part in my ministry. And if you do so, God will bless you. God will honor you. And God will bring prosperity in your ministry. People will be blessed. People will be able to experience God in your life and in your ministry.